would look like.
And guess what? And it's the good thing. We don't know what the story is, right? The whole thing didn't come out yet. All we got is a video, so we could do nothing but speculate. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the fun part, the speculation.
Yeah, speculation. And I like your whole setup theory. That can work. You know what I mean? She already had the divorce papers ready. She knew the dude was a wild maniac. You know, this dude's a wild nut. It's going to take nothing but me to say this, this, and this, and you're going to try to put his hands on me, and boom, we got him. You know, it could be, you know.
Was fucking with, I feel like, because the camera was rolling already, right? And again, like, I don't want to stereotype like NFL players. Jesus, but you know, when it comes to NFL players, anger issues and intelligence scales, unfortunately, sometimes it seems like a lot of those cats be on the lower end. They be a little more barbaric with their actions.
Right.
And this might be one of those cases, and you revert back to what you know best.
Right.
Once anger kicks in.
Right. You gotta hope not to be in that situation. Cause I think, like, you know, we talk freely. I think I can come up with a scenario that makes somebody want to do that.
Yes.
You know, we could. I know it's not right. It's not right. Obviously, it's not right. You don't do that.
No,
but you can formulate. You can tell somebody, all right, let me give you a hypothetical. You walk in, your wife is doing it. What is your first thing you got? What's, you know? You look at this, you find this out. What are you going to do? How are you going to react? You know, everybody Monday morning quarterback can look at him like, right. Ooh. I look at those situations and be like, thank God I'm not in a situation like that. That's how I look at it. More like, thank God I'm not in a situation like that. Not like I'm just more, I feel sorry for both parties. Like you said, you know, I'm just happy I'm not in a situation like that. You know what I mean?
And I've heard this, that kind of story from like from a woman's standpoint, like, hey, I walked into like my husband and another woman in our bed, and I think it was a TikTok I came across. She was telling the story, and she was like, you know, she turned around and walked out, and everybody in the comments are like, how you ain't jump on him and fight him and blah blah blah. She's like, you know what? You don't never know until you in that situation.
Right.
She like, in my head, I would have been like, if you'd ever told me that story, I'd be like, I'd punch this broad in her face. But she's like, at that moment, I froze. I didn't know what to do. I just turned around and walked out. But what I will say is I would like to think I love myself enough not to hinder myself. Like, I don't hate you at that moment more than I love me.
Good one. Good point.
I would like to think that feeling will always stand true. Like, yeah, man, I might jab you. I might jab you.
Right,
and
right,
you
right.
might leave with a bloody nose.
Right.
But I know I can't throw you through the window, and you know what? I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
Hey, yo, that's the most intelligent thing you ever said, yo. And I like it because you made me realize why and how I know I would get through it. Because I ain't never gonna love nobody more than I love me. It ain't happening. That ain't happening.
That's why I said it that way.
That's why I was like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, yeah, I knew I'm gonna be good. I knew it. See, that's why, like I said, I don't never worry about that cheating shit or none of that. Like, that don't even come across my mind because no matter what, I don't give a fuck. No matter what, I ain't never gonna fucking love, care about anybody more than I care about Ronald.
You ain't never
lied, gonna happen. So that's why, like I say, I don't look into that crazy stupid shit. Like, I don't know how people do that. I'm way too into myself for that shit. And now that you said that, you made me realize, like, there you go. That's what it is. I didn't realize what it was. I couldn't conceptualize, like, why is it I would feel this way? But that's the reason why I wouldn't black
make
out.
It out of that.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you love yourself more than anything else. More than I love me. Person, you love yourself
more than I hate you.
Right. That's a good one, yo. Wow. Oh shit. Damn.
Because your life is over. His life is over.
Right.
Like, yo, check it out. Even if she was like, you know what? Damn, he's the breadwinner. Yes, we're getting a divorce, but he has all the money. And I know some women been in that situation. It's like, you know what? I'm not going to even press charges because I need to secure the bread. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if she says she wanted to do that, it's too late because the video is already out and the state's already going to pick up charges and prosecute without her. Because they have the video.
Right.
So she can't even say, nah, I don't even want to press charges. It's over for him, bro. His life is over. It ain't worth it. All that money, and now you can't spend it. You're going to have a hell of a canteen in prison, but But that's it. It ain't worth it, bro.
I don't think his life is over. I don't think his life is over. Ray Rice's life over?
Hey yo.
I mean, his career was over, but this guy's career is already over.
If Ray Rice would have happened in this time, right now, yeah.
Ray Rice's career was over. Yeah. Ray Rice. That's what I'm saying. Ray Rice's career was over. This guy's career was already over.
Ray Rice do? How many years in prison Ray Rice do? None. This guy's going to jail.
Wow.
Guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed going to prison.
You know, I don't know enough about how that works.
It doesn't matter, bro. He threw that broad like it was luggage on a plane, bro. You know what? The video was so bad, I couldn't even watch it a seventh time.
Yeah, to me, I watched it. I watched it once, and I was just, you know, then I did it twice just to do another
Correct.
like analyze and see what really happened. And to me, the video was short, and I was like, oh man, that's crazy.
It was
but then
short.
I was like, you know what I mean? Honestly,
you know
that's none of my business.
True. And you know what? It's effed up. It's one of those domestic situations that, again, I'm quite sure whether it's physical or not, a lot of people go through domestic situations they don't like to have public.
Right.
And they would like to work through themselves, no matter how horrific others might feel about it. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those situations. And I only say that because she wasn't hurt. Like, she didn't have any broken bones. She didn't have any contusions. It looked horrible. But luckily she flew into a light TV. You dig what I'm saying? It's not like it was one of the old big 37-inch heavy old school
big
ones.
Bubble joints. Damn.
Yeah. And I don't say this to make light of the situation. I'm just saying that
there's a possibility if it was a more sturdy TV on
she could have been really hurt.
Or it wouldn't have fell, and she just would have ran into the TV, and then my man would have probably hit her again or something like that. You know what I mean? No,
I'm thinking if it was one of the old TVs, she had a face busted open because that car glass on the front and that thing fall over on your face, that might hurt you.
One of the old television wouldn't have fell. That's what I'm saying. He would have threw it into a old ass.
This is the old TV might have been glass and her face would have been through it, is what I'm saying. So the fact that it was one of those soft screens and it fell over on her and it wasn't heavy, she didn't have a lot of physical damage. And I say that just to say, if it was no one else around and it was no videos, she would have been hot. 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, they probably could have talked that through. Just because she wasn't physically. Hold on. I mean, yo, I've seen plenty of women who walk out with black eyes and talk it over with their husband, and he ain't got the type of money homeboy got.
Let me stop. Yo, I just laugh like that because I try to just make light of what you said, but I ain't gonna lie, man. We gotta have a real conversation. But I understand what you're saying. The whole shit was wrong. I was just trying to pander real quick for everybody that was going to just click off. Everybody that was going to click off at that particular moment. But I get what you're saying. We're just having a conversation. I definitely get exactly what you're saying. Like, what who released that footage that way?
That's a good question,
right?
That's a good question. I don't know. I would have to assume maybe her because it's in her house.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Oh, fuck it. Maybe she was already done. She already filed for divorce.
And she had everything ready. Yeah. She had everything ready and she set him up. And now, since she already filing for divorce, she already planned to take 80% of his money anyway. And this was the icing on the cake to give her full custody, 85% of everything he has, and send him to prison and go on her life with all his money. I don't think he have any money. He probably doesn't have any money. What if he doesn't have any money like that?
That's why it looked like she was living in an apartment.
It looked like a railroad apartment too. Like it
did.
Like straight, like, you know what I mean? So I mean,
for real.
Yeah,
and because again, you're looking at that kind of shit.
Right. We could look at it, man. It's fucking America.
And, I'm looking at the house and I'm like,
yeah.
Here go me. I'm like, those ceilings mighty short.
Yeah.
I know if that's an expensive house, those ceilings tend to be a little higher.
I'm getting big trailer park vibes. I'm getting trailer park vibes. Like
I'm not saying trailer park, but if you're
it looked like a railroad house, like
an NFL player house living in, and you imagine, I mean, the house you would see his. Well, but
that was his baby mother, right? Oh, that was his wife.
Ex-wife.
That was his ex-wife.
That's his current wife, soon to be ex-wife.
But everybody, as I said, everybody doesn't have that type of money. I was just watching something the other day. They were saying how $1 million contract can turn into $30,000.
Yeah, I seen that too.
And Zac Stacy falls under that category. He wasn't like the a Hall of Fame type of running back. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, yeah, we're not talking about. Yeah, we're talking about. I mean, he had a. I don't know. He had a couple of good runs, but he wasn't like memorable.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
No, seriously. When somebody said Zac Stacy, the name, I had to be like, Zac Stacy, Zac Stacy.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. He played a few years ago, back in the day. You know, nobody was beat to pick him up on fantasy football. I can tell you that. So he definitely wasn't making that big guap.
Okay. So maybe his residual checks is maybe like,
I don't know. Look, I don't know what his money is. I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying it's probably not as much as we think it is, because he wasn't like one of those premier type of backs. You know what I mean?
Got you.
That's looking to fight for a big time contract.
So maybe he was paying and she was in a condo, but it was the cheapest condo in the town they can find. So it just didn't meet our expectations of what we thought it would look like.
And guess what? And it's the good thing. We don't know what the story is, right? The whole thing didn't come out yet. All we got is a video, so we could do nothing but speculate. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's the fun part, the speculation.
Yeah, speculation. And I like your whole setup theory. That can work. You know what I mean? She already had divorce papers ready. She knew the dude was a wild maniac. You know, this dude's a wild nut. It's going to take nothing but me to say this, and this, and you're going to try to put his hands on me, and boom, we got him. You know, it could be, you know.
Was fucking with, I feel like, because the camera was rolling already, right? And that's a weird angle. Like, that looked like she done stashed the phone somewhere and hit record and she didn't open the door. Like, imagine how many other videos of him coming into the house where she wasn't able to gaslight and like, that video ain't gonna do no good. All right, take two. Let me see if I can get over the house Wednesday. Hey, come pick up the baby Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
So yeah. Because you know what?
It's plausible. It's definitely plausible.
Because you know what?
Where's the rest of the video?
Where's the rest of the video? Give me 30 seconds before.
Right.
I want 30 seconds before the first punch is thrown.
Right.
Because you only give me 0.5 seconds before.
Yeah. So
I want all that conversation, everything.
Type of coerce. He was coerced in this somehow. And she could have recorded it in a perfect, because it was a perfect angle. And the video, that's just said to me, and when you talk about there was a 1-2 punch in the beginning, I didn't even see that. Like, you know what I mean? So, but I got bad eyes, you know what I mean? So I didn't even see that. All I saw,
depends on who uploaded the video you saw. That's all.
Right. But I saw about maybe less than 15 seconds. And it was so, honestly, like, I don't really care for taking in too much of that. Obviously it was a bad situation. My body processed it and boom, on to the next. That's kind of how I looked at it. So it wasn't really like entertaining or something like that. So it was like, all right, I'm out. Like, this ain't even like, that's just stupidity. Everybody's in trouble.
That's something I want to watch.
Yeah, that's something I want to watch. But now when you bring this stuff up and we talk about it, it's like, whoa, yo, you know what? That was a perfect angle. It was only a short video, you know, and plus, and when they go to court, all this is going to be brought up anyway.
It's going to be, we're going to follow this and we're going to come back to this video, right? Because it's going to be really interesting just from here we go. Like because this just happened yesterday. So day 2, first 24 hours, first 24. Like, here's our speculation.
Right.
Here's us playing investigator.
So make it official.
Create a story, ready to prosecute.
Right. So make it official.
I would love to see. Yes.
Make it official. This is our stance. This is what we think is happening. This was like, because obviously that was some crazy act. Nobody does that. Right. You're not supposed to do that. That's just crazy. We know that. Right. Especially if you know you're being recorded. Right. So obviously he didn't know he was being recorded. You know, and
that was his house. He didn't put that camera there.
Right. He didn't put that camera there. And it looks like he was pretty good at this. Like, this wasn't his first time. Shut the fuck up. No, to your point, meaning like this probably could have tried to be caught on camera a lot of times. It just didn't work. But now you got the right angle. You know what I mean? We never know, because to me, that's just way too idiotic for somebody to do something like that while their child is in a room.
I seen, and I guess this is kind of sidebar, but kind of related. I seen a post come up the other day. I don't know if I sent it to you or not. And it said, under what circumstances do you put your hands on a woman? And a couple of the examples was she hit you first, and then she spit in your face. And can you see yourself like jabbing her in any one of those situations?
Nah.
Okay, you good because I'm jabbing her. She spit in my face, you might catch a jab.
But here's the thing. And the people that know me would know this. I'm a sharp shooter. My punch is way worse than any. Yeah, no, seriously, because I'm breaking something. So I know. I mean, I'm rearranging shit. Like, there's no way in hell. I'm gonna put my hands. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm mad as hell. But look, there you go. They go back to the situation. I love me way more than I love.
Correct.
But then I hate that person at that moment, unfortunately. That's why. No. But think about it. For shit like that, for situations like that I gotta walk away from. Listen, X. There's a lot of situations like that I gotta walk away from because people don't know I will break your shit. You understand what I'm saying? And then now, who's in trouble? The retaliator. A lot of times the retaliator is the one that gets in trouble the most because the person that started
the most damage.
Right, because he did the most damage. And that'll be my situation. I'm definitely over the top. That's why I stay away from motherfuckers.
I dig it. Feel me? So I guess from that stand, so if you big or you tough or you strong, just walk away. If you're weak or you fragile, maybe you can jab if she spit on you. Is that the rule of thumb?
No. There is no rule of thumb because if you weak, hold on, X. If you weak and fragile and you know it, you're gonna hit her back. You definitely gonna hit her back. Yeah, because you're gonna.
Then you can hit her back without worrying about knocking teeth out.
But you're gonna feel like an eye for an eye. See, I ain't stupid. I know that if a woman hit me, this not an eye for an eye. This is totally different. I gotta walk away. I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops. Like, this is not right. You know what I mean? And I want her, you know.
You gonna stand there and shit, wait for them to come like this? When they come out the door?
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm probably cool.
Hey, she over there.
No. I'm not doing that. I don't like playing. Look, hold on. I don't like playing the role. Like, to me, shit like that is playing the role. I hate playing the role with shit.
I love it. Hey,
I guess you would have to.
If I call the cops on the bro, let's say me and the wife get to the point where we want to tussle. And she put hands on me, and I'm to the point when I'm about to rearrange, and I stop in that moment and like, you know what? Let me do what they say you're supposed to do. Let me play this through. Cause hold on, as a guy, and you decide to call the cops. At that moment, you decided to play the game. You decided to take that role and play that game. As soon as you said she hit me, and I'm going to call the cops. So you gotta see it through, my boy.
Hey, yo, you know what look, real quick. I can't stop. I'm just laughing my ass off. I just keep thinking about those slap contests and shit. That's what remind me of. When you see the little nigga slap the big dude and you looking like, oh my God, this can't go right. The big dude just be like, wow. That shit, those shits get me all the time. I got about 6 of those saved on my Instagram.
Yeah.
I just love watching that stuff, man. It's like, yo, why would you slap this dude? He's like 100 pounds heavier than you. That's how I look at it. Like, nah. I'm good. I'm out. I don't want no parts of it. I'm never gonna be around any woman that dares put their hands on me. That's just out. I miss out. I can feel those type of vibes and shit like that. Like, I'm good. Nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, that's a no-go, bro.
Right.
Putting hands on each other is a no-go. If we're at that point, we need to go our separate ways. Like, we're not gonna do this.
Right.
Somebody need to love themselves more than the other person and just walk away.
Yeah, you gonna harp on that point. That's a real good point. I love that shit though. I love me more than I hate you. So I'm out.